Shalom, giving all praises and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone at Ruwal, and Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. I'm the brother Caleb from the GMS UK London Forecasters Camp. Back with another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of. So in today's lesson, I want to focus on this movie that's just come out. It's called Wicked, and it stars these two witches here. Is it Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, the famous singer? And there's a lot to say about this movie because it's basically being promoted to children, and it's basically about two witches linked to the story of the Wizard of Oz. And it basically, it's typical Hollywood glorification of witchcraft, and but it's literally called Wicked. But it's promoted as something that's good because it serves as a prequel to the Wizard of Oz, and it tries to frame the Wicked Witch of the West in a more positive and favourable light, and depicts her as a victim, of being of facing discrimination because she was born with green skin, and they try and make her out to be the victim, and it turns out that over the course of the film, rather than portraying her as the villain, it tries to make her out to be a tragic hero of the story, tragic heroine of the story. Forgive me, I hate it when people say misuse words. They will call female actors rather than actresses, or call females heroes rather than heroines. You've got the masculine and the feminine definition of those words. So the feminine definition of hero is a heroine. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about it because it's it's being promoted to children because you've got the witch on the left there, which is supposed to have been supposedly the Wicked Witch of the West, and on the right you have Ariana Grande is the Good Witch of the North, and again it portrays both of these characters in a as heroines of the story, and it portrays the the world around them and the society as being responsible for the choices they make, taking any sort of accountability away from the wicked deeds that the Wicked Witch of the West goes on to do. Now, at the start of the film, it opens with the question. It says, are people born wicked, or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? And that's supposed to be, a deep rhetorical question for the viewer to, chew on over the course of the film. But the Bible tells us quite clearly in Psalms 58 and verse 3, that the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. But this film tries to play, the morality card. And basically, this film is just a celebration and a glorification of witchcraft. And both of these women here who star in the film are actual real-life practicing witches themselves. And these roles of the Wicked Witch of the West and Glenda, the Good Witch of the North, these have been some of the roles that have been the most coveted in Hollywood. So there's deep spirits attached to that, and these celebrities who get these roles in these major films or, you know, hit shows, because this was a show on, you know, the West End and in Broadway, and it's, you know, before that a book. You know, these actors will sell their souls and do sacrifices in order to land these roles. And when they do land these roles, they start channeling spirits in order to get into these characters. So they deal with familiar spirits, which is a part of witchcraft, a large part of it. If I go to the gallery here, the photos, where's the one with the, yeah, there we go. This is the woman that plays the Wicked Witch of the West. And if this ain't a demon, I don't know what is. I mean, that septum ring and those demonic fingernails, I mean, that's just... she looks more scary. She looks more witch-like in real life than she does in the actual costume she wears in the film. Well, what is the scriptures? You can see she's under the curses. What do the scriptures say about the bald nigger woman? Let me find it here. Bear with me, I'm just pulling a precept here. Oh, here we go. This is Isaiah 3 from verse 16. Moreover, saith Yahweh, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet, therefore will the Lord smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts. In that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their calls, and their round tires like the moon, and the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen, and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell there shall be stink, instead of a girdle a rent. And here's the point. And instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomaching, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. And this is an example of burning instead of beauty. Instead of well set hair, baldness. I mean, she looks like a vampire, man. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, she looks like Nosferatu, this vampire. You know, look at their fingernails and a bald head. You know, that's what this woman looked like. Maybe that's the spirit she's trying to channel. Absolutely demonic. And she's a witch in real life. And she's also come out and stated that she's openly a lesbian too. So all these things are taken into consideration when they're casting these roles. because there's a certain type of degenerate person who would land these roles, and her and Ariana Grande landed the roles. Look at that. Proud demon, man. So if we go to yeah. So there we go. These two demons here. And this film is a celebration and glorifying of everything to do with witchcraft, much like the Harry Potter films. But what do the scriptures say about witchcraft? Let's get some precepts. Bear with me, I'm just pulling some here. Exodus verse 20 and verse 18. That's not the one I want. What's going on? 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. That's what the scriptures say. The Holy Bible says, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. But in this society, witchcraft is openly glorified and celebrated with films such as this called Wicked. And it is wicked. And it's promoting wickedness to children and framing it in an attractive, non-threatening light, and as if it's something cool, and fun, and that you can get you can discover your inner self by practicing and partaking in these things. So I'm just looking for these pictures for anything. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. And that's copying the picture of Michelangelo, the picture that Michelangelo did in the Sistine Chapel, the finger of God. Look, they're copying that, portraying the wicked witch of the West as a godlike figure, and the good witch of the North as the Adamless. Let me see if I can pull that up. Hang on. Where are we? There you go. See, that's the image they're trying to copy. Portraying the wicked witch of the West as a gosh, portraying the wicked witch of the West as a godlike figure. They've done that a lot in films. They've done that with E.T., the extraterrestrial, as one example. Let's go back to where we were. There you go. channeling the energy. But this society, this society is all about witchcraft. So witches are being glorified. They're not being dealt with as according as the Bible should say. And most of these people out here, in the closet, they're practicing witches. Even everyday people in the street. Why do you think the Harry Potter books and movies were so popular? Because it resonated with people who actually practice in witchcraft. So let me get some more precepts here. Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 10 says, There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahweh, and because of these abominations Yahweh thy power doth drive them out from before thee. So, the inhabitants of the land of Israel, which were the Canaanites, before you went in there, they were practicing the most odious works of witchcraft, which is why they were driven out of the land. And when we entered into that land, we were told not to follow after their practices. But unfortunately, Jake's hard-headed and Jake don't listen. Yeah, if you read verse 9, it says, When thou art come into the land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. But Jake's hard-headed. Let me get this one. First Samuel chapter 15 verse 23 says, For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king. Now, I want to talk about Ariana Grande here, because she's a known witch in Hollywood, and she's a celebrity that's had quite a long career, and she's openly come out and admitted certain things, which I think when you have an understanding of what's really going on and what these celebrities are really about, are very interesting. So let's read this article. Right, so it says Ariana Grande credits Kabbalah for her success. The bubbly pop star embraced the bubbly pop star embraced the Jewish mystical practice as a teen, and a lot of these celebrities are into Kabbalah. They don't get to where they are without getting into certain things, and this is one of the things that a lot of them get into. This was published in the 21st of October 2014. We'll read the article. Ariana Grande, and she was a child actress as well, so she's been in the entertainment field scene for a long time. It says Ariana Grande, the Nickelodeon star turned pop star de jour, is known for her high ponytails, reported diva-like ways, and unbearably catchy music. But let the 20-year-old superstar tell it. She's got something else working for her, Kabbalah. Grande recently told The Telegraph that while she was raised Catholic, she bristled against the church's stance on homosexuality. Her older brother Frankie Grande, a former Big Brother contestant about to star in Rock of Ages on Broadway, is gay. Instead, the pair took up Kabbalah. When my brother was told that God didn't love him, I was like, okay, that's not cool. They were building a Kabbalah center in Florida, so we both checked it out and really had a connection with it, she told The Telegraph. Grande explained that the Jewish mystical practice stuck with her, even crediting it with her current success. And since then, my life has unfolded in a really beautiful way. I think that has a lot to do with the tools I've learnt through Kabbalah, I really do. Asked to explain those tools, she is hesitant, not to say bashful, that you have to watch your intentions, make sure you're not giving in to your ego. You have to numb your reactive state. You have the power to change your reality. See, this is what witchcraft's all about. It's people trying to empower themselves. No, not rather than turning to Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. It's about self-empowerment. It says you have the power to change your reality, she says, clapping her hands together. You have to take a second and breathe and reassess how you want to approach or react to a situation, or approach an obstacle, or deal with a negative person in your space. That takes a lot of self-control and practice, and I guess willpower, she concludes with an embarrassed laugh. But does she have a Hebrew tattoo yet? That's the end of this article. There's another one here. Because let me bring this up first. Bear me a second. Here we go. This is an interview that she did recently in regards to the film Wicked, which she's promoting. Let's see what she says.
You promised that you won't audibly scream, cackling, laughing at everything I say. I've learned, I don't know, I said somewhere between being a literal witch, I'm not kidding, and being like the most realistic, cut, dry, like, you know?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know.
Can you do a tarot card reading for me?
Oh my God, I wish I brought them.
Yeah, what is it? What are you just walking around set looking to do readings
every
for people?
day? No, they come to me.
Oh, interesting.
They come to me.
You are a witch?
I am indeed the witchiest witch.
Straight out of the horse's mouth. Let's listen to that again.
You promised that you won't audibly scream, cackling, laughing at everything I say. I've learned, I don't know, I said somewhere between being a literal witch, I'm not kidding, and being like the most realistic, cut, dry, like, you know?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know.
Can you do a tarot card reading for me?
Oh my God, I wish I brought them.
Yeah, what is it? What are you just walking around set looking to do readings
every
for people?
day? No, they come to me.
Oh, interesting.
They come to me.
You are a witch?
I am indeed the witchiest witch.
So that's straight out of the horse's mouth. Now,
Peanut Gallery?
so let's go back to here. This is another article. What's all this crap? This is from Koimoy. When Ariana Grande encountered devil's energy after visiting an infamous cemetery, I started crying. Ariana Grande once shared how she experienced the demonic presence after visiting Stoll Cemetery. Read on to know the details. A host of Hollywood celebrities have shared their experiences with evil spirits and ghosts. See, because these actors and these singers, they do channeling, to let spirits work through them to help them manifest, these characters that they portray in films, or their performances that they give on stage. So these celebrities are dealing with demonic energies on the left hand side, and most of the world will think, oh, that's just far fetched or bullshit. No, these celebrities who are who really in that world, they know all about this stuff, man, and it's nothing new. They believe in it. That's why they do these things, because they believe it gives them power and success. So there's a host of Hollywood celebrities have shared their experiences with evil spirits and ghosts on different occasions. Ariana Grande did the same way back in 2013 when she revealed that she had a demonic experience in Kansas City after they went to a haunted castle. She then visited Stoll Cemetery, which is known as one of the 7 gates to hell on Earth. Ariana Grande has been recently in the news over the rumors of her marriage being in trouble. Not interested in that crap. Circling back to Ariana Grande's brush with ghosts, according to HuffPost, the singer in an interview shared, "I've had a ghost demon experience. We were in Kansas City a few weeks ago. We went to the haunted castle and we're so excited. The next night we wanted to go to Stoll Cemetery, which is known as one of the 7 gates to hell on Earth." The singer continued, "I felt this sick, overwhelming feeling of negativity over the whole car, and we smelled sulfur, which is the sign of a demon. And there was a fly in the car randomly, which is another sign of a demon. And I was like, this is scary, let's leave." Ariana continued, "I rolled down the window before we left and said, 'We apologize, we didn't mean to disrupt your peace.' Then I took a picture, and there's 3 super distinct faces in the picture. They're faces of textbook demons." Ariana Grande stated, "The next day I tried to send the picture to my manager and it said this file can't be sent. It's 666 megabytes. The singer also said, "I was going to sleep about 2 weeks ago. I had just gotten off the phone, and as soon as I closed my eyes, I heard this really loud rumble right by my head." The Grammy-winning crooner added, "When I opened my eyes, it stopped immediately, but when I closed my eyes, it started again with whispers. Every time I closed my eyes, I started seeing these really disturbing images with light red shapes." Continuing with her haunting experience, Ariana shared, "Then I opened my eyes and got back on the phone and was like, I'm really scared. I don't want to go to bed tonight. Then I scooched over to the left side of my bed because that's where the best service is in my room, and there was this massive black matter." Ariana revealed that she cried as she did not know what to do. "It was like a cloud of something black right next to me. I started crying. I was on the phone like, what do I do? What do I do? And they said, tell it to F off," said the singer, adding, "I thought, I'm not going to do that. It's going to upset it. So I'm just going to chill and not feed into it because all it wants is fear. It feeds on fear. I watched it move from the front of my bed, then I fell asleep on the phone. I woke up and it was gone." Yeah, so brothers know about, demons coming and attacking them in the night in the bed. Many brothers, myself included, have experienced that. So, demonic activity is real, and these celebrities know it's real as well. It's only the masses of people who think that, it's make-believe, and they don't understand that there is a very heavy spiritual aspect to everything that takes place on the face of this earth. And here she is in this film portraying a supposed good witch. Now, there's no such thing as a good witch. All witches are the same. The Bible doesn't make a distinction, in regards to that. Let's get another precept, if I may. Bear with me, I'm just pulling a precept here. Leviticus. Where are we at? Leviticus 19:31 says, "Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am your Yahweh, your power." So as I say, this film Wicked is based off of the story of the Wizard of Oz. So we're not supposed to consult after wizards and witches and them that have familiar spirits. There's a good one here. This is Leviticus 20 and verse 6. It says, "And a soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits, and after wizards to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and will cut him off from among his people. Sanctify yourselves therefore, and be ye holy, for I am Yahweh, your power." That's a damn good precept. Let me read that again. Leviticus 20, starting at verse 6. "And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits, and after wizards, to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and will cut him off from among his people. Sanctify yourselves therefore, and be ye holy, for I am Yahweh, your power." Now, this Ariana Grande woman has a history of, doing off shit and saying off shit that's questionable. She even released a song where she stated that God is a woman. Let me get that. Where is it? And she was praised for it. I remember that was back in 2018. I think. Let's see. Well, I've got a perfume now. Damn, she's even made a perfume out of it called "God is a Woman," Eau de Parfum. But let's get the song lyrics. She's making bank off of promoting this lie that God is a woman. Let's get it here. This is like an enchantment spell. This is you love how I move you. You love how I touch you. My one, when all is said and done, you will believe God is a woman. So these celebrities, they think themselves to be, gods. When we're done, you'll believe God is a woman. This is, yeah, God is a woman, yeah. My one, when all is said and done, you'll believe God is a woman. And the chorus, they're chanting out, "God is a woman, God is a woman," yeah. Now the Most High is a man of war. See, again, this shows she's against the scriptures, and she got celebrated. She was praised, and celebrated for putting this song out. But that song was straight demonic and blasphemous. Let's get the precept on that, because this isn't a mystery. The Bible clearly tells us what the deal is. Where's my precepts? So I'm juggling a lot of tabs here. Bear with me a second. Exodus 15 and verse 3 says, "The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Cut and dry. God ain't no woman, man." So she's gonna get in deep shit for putting that song out, man, for putting out that blasphemy. Blasphemy. The word blasphemy to speak impiously or irreverently of the Most High God or sacred things, to speak evil of, slander, abuse, to speak irreverently of God or sacred things, to utter impieties. So let's go back to where we were. It's not going to be. Right, yeah, so here we are. Where was I? What precepts do I want to bring out? Baby, I'm just pulling out some precepts here. Right, let's get Leviticus 20 and 27. It says, a man or a woman that have a familiar spirit or that is a wizard shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones, their blood shall be upon them. Let's get something else here. So, there we go. So this woman that plays the Wicked or the Witch, Cynthia Erivo, it says, Cynthia Erivo came out as queer publicly in 2022 in the British Vogue cover story. There we go, let's look at this. Cynthia Erivo delivers a powerful speech about being black, bald-headed, pierced, and queer. The Wicked star was honored Saturday at the Los Angeles LGBT Center Gala. That's a terrible looking woman, man. Cynthia Erivo may not be a green witch, but that doesn't mean she can't relate to Elphaba, the sorcerer she plays in the upcoming Wicked movies. As I stand here in front of you, black, bald-headed, pierced, and queer, I can say I know a thing or two about being the other. The Tony winner singer said on Saturday night in the Los Angeles LGBT Center Gala, where she was presented with the Schrader Award by Jada Pinkett Smith. Elphaba's story is about how a colourful, powerful, magical woman, despite being disparaged, demonized, and discriminated against, becomes a hero. Should be heroine. But again, trying to frame wickedness in a good light. Wicked is a reclamation and a reimagining of the labels used against her. It is the proclamation of her right to exist in all her power. Again, if that isn't a statement of a witch, I don't know what is. She continued, if that sounds familiar to you, colourful, magical people in this room, it should. Naomi McPherson, Jewel Kate, no, I'm not interested in that. Erivo came out as bisexual in the pages of British Vogue in 2022. And a lot of these celebrities, they go both ways. You know, they do homosexual acts behind closed doors to get these roles. So they bend both ways. They play both sides of the court. Erivo came out as bisexual in the pages of British Vogue in 2022. I live in deep admiration of anyone who could fully embody their true, authentic self, wear their queerness like a feather boa, and proudly say this is a beautiful part of who I am. See, again, they're not going to what the scriptures say. What does Leviticus 20:13 say? Let's get that. Oh, he was right there as well. Leviticus 20:13 says, if a man lie also with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So they're not about that. They're about embracing wickedness. Hence, the movie Wicked. Where was I? I used to and proudly say this is a beautiful part of who I am. She said, I used to say that it felt like I was looking at my own community from inside a glass box. There you all were, vibrant and beautiful and falling in love, and I had my nose pressed up against the glass looking out at all of you, separate and apart. It took time for me to outgrow my box. Earlier in the evening on the red carpet, Erivo offered some words of advice for others in Hollywood who may be thinking about coming out publicly. Come in, the water is warm, she told Variety. We're all here to support you, you're not going to be alone. The gala also saw, not interested in that stuff. The evening raised $6.1 million for the LGBT Center. So you got that now, the demonic witch, Jada Pinkett Smith. She's also a witch. She was in a band. Not many people know this, but she was in a band, and the name of the band was called Wicked Wisdom. So yeah, she's another high level witch up there. So that's enough on that. Let's get back to so these are the people that they're promoting in Hollywood as stars. These are the people that Hollywood is promoting as stars, and they want to get your children to look up to and admire, because they know that children don't understand fully, a lot of what they see and what they hear. They don't understand the implications. So it's easy to influence children. It's easier to influence a child than it is to influence adults. So a lot of this entertainment is promoted to children, which is why so many TV shows contain, wizards and witches and magic spells and conjuring and familiar spirits. That's been a staple in children's entertainment for as long as I can remember, because children don't have that filter to say, no, this is not, no, this is wicked. This is not what I should be indulging in or feeding my spirit with, because you are what you eat, in a sense, and you don't just eat with your mouth. You eat with what you consume into your mind. That's a precept here that I'm going to pull. Bear me a second. Just finding it. This is Proverbs 22 and verse 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So the elites, the wicked, the Edomites, they know that if they train up children from when they're young in a particular way, when they get old, they're not going to depart from it. So you can do that in either righteousness or you can do that in wickedness. Now, I want to get into these precepts some more. Where are we? Forgive me, my screen is frozen. Nah, it's working again now. Let me get into these precepts here. I had a few lined up. Let's make sure I get to hit them all. Where are we at? This is 2 Kings 9 and 22. And it came to pass when Joram saw Jehu, he said, is it peace, Jehu? And he answered, what peace? So long as the whoredoms of thy mother Jezebel and her witchcrafts are so many. And what happened to Jezebel? She got eaten by dogs. That's what the Most High, the judgment the Most High had fall upon her. Like, the dogs ate her and there's nothing but the palms of her hand that remained. You know, that was not a very pleasant death. And there's also King Saul. How did King Saul die? Let's go to 1 Samuel 28 and 6. And when Saul inquired of Yahweh, and Yahweh answered him not neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets, then said Saul unto his servants, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, that I might go to her and inquire of her. And his servant says, behold, there is a woman that hath a familiar spirit at Endor. Then Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment, and he went and 2 men with him, and they came to the woman by night. And he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up whom I shall name unto thee. And the woman said unto him, behold, thou knowest what Saul hath done, how he hath cut off those that have familiar spirits, and wizards out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die? And Saul swore by her to Yahweh, by saying, as Yahweh liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then the woman said, whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, bring me up Samuel. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a nice voice, and the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me, for thou art Saul? And the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth. And he said unto her, what form is he of? And she said, an old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and he stooped his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make a war against me, and the Most High is departed from me, and he answereth me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. Then said Samuel, wherefore then dost thou ask of me, seeing that Yahweh is departed from thee, and become thine enemy? And the Lord Yahweh hath done to him as he spake by me, and the Lord Yahweh hath rent the kingdom out of thine hand, and given it to thy neighbour, even to David, because thou obeyest not the voice of Yahweh, nor executed his fierce wrath upon Amalek. Therefore hath Yahweh done this thing unto thee this day. Moreover, the Lord Yahweh will deliver Israel with thee into the hands of the Philistines, and tomorrow thou and thy sons, and tomorrow shall thou and thy sons be with me, and Yahweh also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hands of the Philistines. So that means that Saul was going to die the very next day. Then Saul fell straightway all along the earth, and was sore afraid because of the words of Samuel, and there was no strength in him, for he had eaten no bread all day nor all night. And the woman came unto Saul, and saw that he was sore troubled, and said unto him, Behold, thy handmaid have obeyed thy voice, and have put thy life in my hand, and have hearkened unto thy words which thou spakest unto me. So basically Saul, it was prophesied that he would die the very next day. So the Most High wasn't happy that he consulted with the witch. And nothing's changed. The Most High hasn't changed. Leviticus 19:31. I think I've read it already, but we'll read it again. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled with them, to be defiled by them. I am Yahweh your power. Leviticus 20 and 27. A man also or woman that have a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones, their blood shall be upon them. Now we can see how far society has fallen to where now you can have, witches being portrayed in a positive light as heroines and something desirable. That's how far away from the laws of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua we've fallen, man. This society's fallen. Parents don't even have the discernment to discern, this isn't the kind of material that we should be encouraging our children to watch or participate in. 2 Kings 23 and 24, let's get that. Moreover, the workers with familiar spirits, and the wizards, and the images, and the idols, and all the abominations that were spied out in the land of Judah and in Jerusalem did Josiah put away, that he might perform the words of the law which are written in the book that Hilkiah the priest found in the house of the Lord. So we're supposed to put away all these works of witchcraft and not participate in them. 1 Chronicles 10 and 13 touches upon what I just read about Saul. 10:13. It says, so Saul died for his transgression, which he committed against Yahweh, even against the word of Yahweh, which he kept not, and also for asking counsel of one that had a familiar spirit to inquire of it, and inquired not of Yahweh. Therefore he slew him, and turned the kingdom unto David the son of Jesse. So Saul died for consulting the witch of Endor. Isaiah 8 and 19. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep, and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their Most High, for the living to the dead? Yeah. So we're supposed to seek after Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, not after wizards and witches, Isaiah 19 and verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they that shall seek unto their idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards, and the Egyptians will I give over unto the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, and Yahweh of hosts. So, in Egypt they were doing all these works of witchcraft. But did it profit them? In Babylon they had, the sorcerers and soothsayers. But did it profit them? In all these empires have always been, workers on the left-hand side. It's just that in this kingdom now, people are so, spiritually blind that they don't even understand what good and evil is anymore. What was that I had there? That's not what I want. This is Psalms 97 and 10. Ye that love Yahweh hate evil. He preserveth the souls of the saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked. So ye that love Yahweh hate evil. This is Proverbs 8 and 13. The fear of Yahweh is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. Amos 5:14. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so your power of hosts shall be with you, as ye have spoken. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate, that Yahweh of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Hate the evil and love the good. But what they're saying here is confusion, because they're trying to portray evil as good. Romans 12 and 9. I'm almost finished, just a few more precepts. It's lucky this has been a long lesson. I didn't think it'd be this long, but there's a lot to say. Romans 12 and 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, and cleave to that which is good. Isaiah 5 and 20, perfect one to end this lesson on. Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Let's read this. Let me read down. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink. Here's a point: which justify the wicked for reward, and take away the righteousness of the righteousness from him. So they justify the wicked. Here's the wicked being justified and portrayed in a positive light, so that young children will want to turn to these things and follow after these practices, blurring the lines between good and evil. Isaiah 5 and 20 said it straight though. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So that's essentially what this movie is doing. It's not just some, it's just harmless entertainment. No, these things are made with a purpose and a strategy in mind of ways in which they can further indoctrinate the people of this world into the philosophies and ways of Babylon. That's why they picked these two demons to play these two characters, because of their influence. And people are easily influenced, and they're like, they think it's all fine and benign, but it couldn't be further from the truth. So Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson. So lucky, it went on longer than I thought it would, but I had a lot of precepts and information to go through. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. And Lord willing, I will catch you in the next lesson. Shalom for now.